underneath the moonlight. Tonight, it's a fight underneath the moonlight, and what a fight it should be.
You can hear the noise, you can hear the fans. I've been to many, many fights like this, and it's very, very eerie.
No doubt about it, this was the hottest ticket in town by a country mile. And there's the bell to start the round. Both men step back for just a moment. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. You've heard of people dancing underneath the moonlight. Tonight, it's a fight underneath the moonlight, and what a fight it should be.
It's been a long, long day, Todd. They've been drinking, they've been out in the sun, they've been having a good time, but this is what they've been waiting for. This crowd can be very unpredictable, and by the sense of it, it's nighttime now. They're waiting for the big fight. There's a lot of pressure on these fighters' shoulders to get that job done and perform.
Some nice exchanges from both men in this round. Perfect punch.
A very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other, because no one dare do anything out of turn.
That hook just can't find the target. Face is telling the story from that jab. Starting to take some deep breaths now, but still fighting hard. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Jaime Munguia in that last round. The game plan does not seem to be working here. What's he have to do differently?
Every second, every minute of this fight is important. Every second, every minute of this round is important. You cannot afford to lose.
They ring the bell, and here we go. So not the best round, but let's see if they can turn it around here.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
This fighter has that swarmer's mentality, taking away an opponent's reach, getting on the inside, and just banging and banging and banging.
Now, you've got to be fit to fight a fighter like this, because they will stay in your face. They will throw punches at you. They don't even let you breathe. You've got to be fit. If you're not fit, the fight's over.
Well done with that counter shot. Just missed with that hook. Back and forth they go in this round. The momentum continues to shift. The straight right just misses.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
He threw a punch and just got countered. This counter puncher is going to wait for you to move first, and then will strike like a snake. Keep an eye on this guy.
Reaction is second to none. It's the blink of an eye, and they're waiting for any little twitch you do. So you've got to fight a counter puncher smart.
This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Jaime Munguia in that last round. We're hoping for an all-action slugfest. They've got all the momentum on their side after that last round. Let's see what they do here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Throwing the hook, but it doesn't score. That jab doesn't find a home. This is some of the best action I've seen in any round, anywhere this year. Halfway through the round, and man, these two are going at it. Just when you think they're going to have a lull in the action, we get it heated back up.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but when you're dealing with someone with so much speed, you've got to get your timing right.
So you're getting in there with someone that's so fast, you're prepared to take a licking because you've got to get some before you get him close.
I'd like to see more jabs. He misses a very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Jaime Munguia in that last round. Well, we're entering desperation mode here. Gonna need a knock. And there's the bell to start the round. Coming off a very tough round. Let's see what they do here.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him. Tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
When are we going to see a jab from these two? As we enter the final frames of this bout, Johnny, what have we seen so far?
This could be really intimidating, Todd. If you know somebody's got the punch power, someone's got the speed, it can be intimidating. Just depends on how confident you are as a fighter.
Who's willing to go where the other fighter won't? You gotta like what you're seeing as we reach the halfway point of this round.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. And Jaime Munguia just got rocked. And down goes Jaime Munguia.
1, 2, 3, 4. Are you okay?
So we enter the final 10 seconds here in a pretty dominant display. Let's talk about Jaime Munguia in that last round. They ring the bell, and here we go. He couldn't finish him off in the last round. Let's see what this has in store for us.
What a heavy knockdown. How are they going to come back from that? They staggered back to the corner. They've got to freshen them up, alert them again, get them back on point again. This round, they've got to coast around. Don't get involved. Give yourself another 3 minutes to get your head clear.
It's always fascinating to watch two good welterweights because they've got blurry hand speed and good power.
I've seen some fights with a granite chin. You can hit them with a sledgehammer, they are not going to move. But then I've seen some mad punchers with a chin like a crisp. As soon as you touch them, they're gone. And this is the danger spot.
They need to be careful they don't punch themselves out here. This has been a very competitive round as we reach the midway point. Which one of these athletes is going to say, I can't take it anymore?
Skill for skill, tap for tap. It's like a match made in heaven.
There's a big difference between being the aggressor and the effective aggressor. Which type are we seeing so far?
I've seen some aggressive fighters like this, and they are a nightmare. If you are not fit, that is the worst place to be, having second thoughts in the ring.
This is a high-octane, very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Jaime Munguia in that last round. You know that bell was sweet music to his ears. We're hoping for an all-action slugfest. Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you, and that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Unlucky to miss with that jab. He's dropped the guard now. What do you think of that decision? Well done with that counter shot. Power is obviously the great equalizer in boxing, but when you know your opponent is relying on that so heavily, how do you deal with it?
I've seen certain fighters that can depend on just their power alone. Forget tactics. They know the second they touch you, it's done. That's where the confidence comes from.
What a round so far as we've reached the halfway point.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I got to respect both of them. More than happy.
He threw a punch and just got countered. Swing and a miss with the hook. Nice exchange.
1, 2, 3, 4. Do you still want to fight?
Final 10 seconds here, and this has not been his round for sure. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. He's been knocked down, but at least not knocked out yet.
Can make or break a fighter.
1, 2 straight round. No, we can't miss him. Great work. Stick.
Great round, great round. Now relax, relax.
Good work. You was thinking. You were smart. You weren't loading up.
Gaps will appear. Now I don't want you to load up. Don't be looking there.
Think about the defense and then what you do. Good work. Just stay focused.
And there's the bell to start the round. He got knocked down in the last round. Let's see what he can do here.
That knockdown we just saw was a heavy knockdown. I'd be very, very surprised if he'll come out fresh as a daisy. That's not gonna happen. He's got to hustle now. He's got to bluff him.
You don't see a lot of welterweights that can bring you one-punch KO power, but these two can.
Todd, you know what? Sometimes when I've gone in the ring with fighters like that and you punched him, you just want to run. You want that spaceship to come and lift you out there because you think, what the hell am I going to do now?
The bravery being shown here is just incredible. It's all offense all the time. We're at the halfway point of this round, and both of these fighters have had their moments. Still could go either way. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here.
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other, because no one dare do anything out of turn.
Well, Johnny, it's still early on, but what do you think about what we're seeing so far?
What can they change? Can they slow the pace down? Can they hope to knock them out early? What can they do? They've got to concentrate and relax. Because you know what you can do in the gym, you can do it in a fight. They've got to relax.
You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Every time they drop their guard, let's talk about Jaime Munguia in that last round. They've got the momentum, they've got the advantage. We're hoping for an all-action slugfest. That round was complete domination. Let's see if we can shake things up here in this round.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction.
Crawford is dazed. As he survived the storm, he's throwing punches again.
It's been a tough round so far. It's been a tough round. What do they do? What do they tell him when he goes back to the corner? How are they going to get through this?
That hook was off target. It's all offense, all Crawford in trouble.